In this video, we're going to see if it's possible to light an interview to a decent level with just one small light like these. And that's going to be key. It has to be both extremely portable and have a rechargeable battery. Now I know for a lot of people lighting is either a bit confusing or a bit boring, but lighting is fundamental for your videos to look good, whether that's using natural light or artificial. And here in Britain, we're heading into winter, so natural light is going to be in short supply pretty soon. Now this test is really designed for people who shoot with smartphones or anyone who wants to travel light, or indeed people just starting to get into filming. These are the contenders then, ranging from the cheapest at £15.95 to the most expensive at nearly £200. These prices are all UK Amazon prices, so might vary wherever you are. Now these lights are the biggest sellers right now. There are loads of reviews on YouTube of their special effect capabilities, multicolour light, so-called RGB, and comparable brightness, but really only as part of a multi-light setup. Now remember, we want to see if we can use only one to light our interviews, and this is going to be the setup. A simple interview headshot, filmed on a smartphone in a room, lit to match what you might find in your average office. I'll put each light on full power and where possible set the colour temperature to 6500, the same as bright white daylight. Then I'll use the Filmic Pro filming app on the smartphone to adjust exposure and try and get the best from each light. The final point before we start is that you'll see a lot of great videos online talking about lighting. You'll hear terms like 3-point lighting, flat lighting, Rembrandt lighting, split, butterfly, loop lighting, top-down lighting. Now these often require advanced kit and know-how. I plan this to be a back to basics video to hopefully persuade you to use a light, in fact any light in the first place. Plus it's an experiment for me to see if I can recommend any of these as your only light for just getting started. So here we go. First up is the Zhiyun VL49. It is just £15.95. It's tiny but packs a punch. It has a built-in diffuser and 5 levels of brightness. This is the shot with just the ambient light in the room. Here it is with the VL49 at full brightness. And back to the ambient light. Now because this is so small and cheap, I'm also going to see how it looks with 2 of these. You can join as many as you like via the cold shoe connectors. Here's how it looks. And by having a little more output, it means I can lower the overall exposure and get more separation from the background. Not the most dramatic lighting setup perhaps, but for £15 to £30, it's not too bad. Next up is the Aputure ALM9. This has been around for years. It costs £46 and is also tiny, just bigger than a credit card size. It has 9 levels of brightness and comes with a magnetic diffuser. So here we are with the diffuser on, and now with it off. This is a great little light for all sorts of situations, but for the price, I'd rather take 2 of the VL49s instead. Okay, on to the next. It's the Pixel G1S. It's bigger, made of metal, and feels a decent quality. This one though is £70. The controls are solid and make adjusting the light easy. This light and all the rest we'll look at have this RGB colour capability, but we are focused on interview lighting, so I won't get into those details in this video. But also note all the lights from here on in can also adjust the tone of their white light, making it more yellow or more blue. This is called the control of colour temperature. I'll stick it daylight equivalent to match the other lights. So here it is on full power. Looks pretty decent. But let's get a reminder of the lights we've seen so far. This is where we started, with the lights off. This is my current favourite, 2 VL49s, and now the Pixel. Not much in it really, is there? Now if the Pixel had a diffuser, it might help out. Now that's the last of the budget options. Next is Aputure's very popular MC Light. This is £119. Now people love this for its colours and the app that allows the light to be controlled remotely. It also comes with this nice soft diffuser, but let's see how it does for interviews. Here it is without the diffuser, and now here it is with the diffuser. This is a great light for many reasons, but it just doesn't seem to have the power for interviews. So next up is the Falcon Eyes F7, another really popular light at the moment. Another all-metal construction. It's got some weight to it, but the price here jumping up again to £129. It also comes with a diffuser, but no app. It's solid and bright. The controls are also pretty straightforward. It's also an RGB light. Let's take a look at it on full power without the diffuser, and now with the diffuser. And just for comparison, let's just put us back to the VL49s. There's not really much in it here either. I do prefer the Falcon Eyes with the diffuser though. That extra power has allowed me to get slightly more separation from the background, but it's close. Okay, next up it's the Bowling P1. The price again creeping up further to £135. Another bright panel with RGB capabilities, but there's no diffuser or app with this one. The controls again work fine. Here's how it looks for our interview. Now I really like this one. It might be a colour thing though. It seems less green than the others, even though they are the same official colour temperature. It's a close one, but I still think the Falcon Eyes with the diffuser is just my favourite so far. And finally, the Cube RX1. This is £190. It doesn't come with a diffuser, but they do sell one, so I did get it, which pushed the total up to around £200. It's another RGB light and also has a smartphone app. And here's how it looks without the diffuser, and now with it. Now, I really like this light, and I suppose I should do for £200. I'd say this final shot is my favourite of them all. But what about recommendations? Now clearly, if you're on a budget and just starting out, this Zhiyun VL49 is going to be a great choice. It will bring extra life to your interviews, and if you get two of these, there are lots of lighting options open to you. The Aputure ALM9 is also great, this one here, but at 3 times the price of the VL49, it's hard to recommend this one. Aperture's MC does deserve a mention. Now I'm going to rule this one out for interview lighting as it doesn't have the power that I need, but it is a great light and one that I'll be keeping, but only for its colour control and app. The perfect happy medium for a lot of people will be the Pixel G1S. Let me grab that one. It's metal, feels robust, so could stand up to more knocks than the ALM9. It's bright and gives RGB, so if you want that, it would be really flexible. I get some sort of diffuser to go with it though. Or for the price, you could get 4 VL49s. Now, if overall power output is the most important thing for you, the Falcon Eyes is going to be my recommendation. This big beefy one here. It's the biggest and most powerful. You also get lots of extras in the box, but for the price you could get 2 pixels, so again, a bit of a toss up there. The Bowling P1 has long been a favourite of reviewers on YouTube, and I really like it, but for the price it's not different enough to the Pixel and costs more than the Falcon Eyes, so I can't recommend this one. That brings us to the Atom Cube, the one that's currently putting that pink light at the back of my room. Now I love that I can control this with the app. The light with its diffuser was my favourite, but at around £200 it's hard to recommend this for most people as a portable interview light. Now, I hope that has been a useful rundown for you. Of course, there are other factors to help you choose, from what comes in the box to other features of the lights beyond just the white light. Also decide if you need this to be mobile. For the price of some of these lights, you could get several less portable ones to create a home studio. Now I hope whatever you choose, you will agree that you should be using lights for your interviews in some capacity. I would urge you to practice and experiment. Also start to move the lights around, particularly away from your camera to the side. That's when things start to get more and more interesting. Also the light can get more creative and more flattering. I've got 2 lights either side of my camera here, for example. If I turn them off, you can see what setup I've got. So one on this side here. If I switch them like so, then you'll see I've got the light on the other side. Sometimes one light on one side with something interesting like that pink light behind can be all you need really. So anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next video.